Hello. This is a continued tutorial. The last one we made this wooden stick. You can go over here. This is where we're heading. Now we're going to put an ice cream novelty on this wooden stick. So I'm going to finish this up. Okay, so to add the Pac-Man part, ice cream section of my novelty, I'm going to start a sketch. And actually, typically I could sketch right on the surface, but I want to sketch right in the middle. So that front plane, I want to sketch on that front plane. So I can go over here, say front plane, and now I've got a sketch that's really, you can tell it's like right in the middle of this. And you can kind of tell right here, it's like right in the middle. So that's exactly what I want. You probably could get away with sketching on the wooden plane. Let's just show you how to do it. I do it best, okay? All right, so there I made a sketch on that front plane, and now I'm just gonna get a circle, and I'm just gonna kind of more or less guess. I don't have to be super perfect here. I can kind of have some fun with this. And kind of draw it whatever size I want. Maybe 6 inches is a little bit big. That's really big. So let's go ahead and make it. We'll say 6 exactly, not 6.5. So that's pretty good. And then to draw the mouth, I can just go over here and kind of just say Pac-Man, something like that. And that's pretty good. And then get away the trim tool and trim away this outside part. Maybe this line should be equal to this one. So maybe I'll go over here and say, get my equal constraint and say I want this one to be equal to this one. Now they're equal. Now that's looking pretty good. Okay, so I'll say finish the sketch, and there's the idea. Okay, now I'm going to extrude the ice cream out. So I'll say extrude, and I click on the shape. Now you'll see I have a problem. You see how it goes up, and my stick's not attached that way, so that's no good. So I could flip it around. And if I do that, it goes, it's taking a minute to render it. Then it goes the other way. Oh, that's no good. So the blind extrusion is not going to work in this case. So I need to pull that down, and there it is, symmetric. I want to go partly up and partly down. Yeah, so I'll give it a second to go. And that should do it. Yeah, there it is. See how it's there's the middle. It's going half up and half down. That's perfect. So I can say finish the sketch. There we go. Okay, now, actually, you'll see it just made extrusion 2, and I didn't really get a separate part. So that's not really good. I just added on. But actually, I want this to be a separate part. So if I right-click on extrude, I can say edit. And then here's some options. You may not have noticed this, but this add, or I can say new, like brand new part. Like there's one part and there's a second part. So if I say new, I can do that and then say check. And then once it gets done rendering, oh man, my internet's going slow here. Yeah. Sorry about this. Hopefully this fixes it. Okay, so it looks like that didn't go. That last move that I didn't process through. So I'll do it again. So right click on extrude 2, say edit, and instead of adding it, I can say new, and then I can say check. And then you'll see now I've got part 1 and part 2. That's perfect. And actually, you know what? I'm going to right click on these and say rename, and make this one the stick, and make this one Pac-Man. So rename this one, rename. So then I know which part is which. And now Pac-Man stick's got a color, and if I want to color Pac-Man, I can right click on that and I can say edit the appearance and make it, whatever color I want it to be, and there you go. Okay, so there's that. There's a basic Pac-Man. And if you want to get cute and add an eyeball, like you'll notice on this one, I put an eye on there, so I'll show you how to do that. So definitely there's advancement, but here's a sketch. I can say make it plain. So I'm drawing right on that surface. I just get my little circle tool, draw a circle, something like that. If I hit escape and turn that tool off, now I can move this eye around. put it exactly where I want it. That looks pretty good. So finish the sketch, and then I can extrude this eyeball up, and you see that looks a little bit crazy. So probably just like a little bit, like maybe like 16th, like 1/15 is, maybe a little bit more. Let's do 0.2, 0.15, and kind of just play around with it, see if it looks the way you want it to. And you could say, okay, so that's kind of there. And then just to make it look a little more realistic, I can actually put a fillet on this as well. So I can say fillet. I can fillet that little round over edge. There you go. That looks pretty good. Say check. And actually, to make it realistic, like these are all super sharp edges, I could fillets on this whole face. I can go all the way around, make these all rounded, make this rounded, round over this edge, round over all the edges. Make it a little more realistic. Now that round over is looking pretty, it's pretty aggressive, so I'm going to do like 0.12. Oh, it's a lot better. So something like that. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. And then if you want to color this face right here, you can right click and say edit the appearance to the face, and make it whatever color you want, something like that. And then that's probably good enough. If you want to get really fancy and do both parts, so this here, I could go over here and draw it again, or I can use what's called a mirror tool. This is kind of an advanced move, so only watch if you want to get some advanced knowledge here. But this button right here is called the mirror tool, and the mirror, if I click on that, it's going to say, do I want to mirror a part or do I want to mirror a feature? So you definitely don't want to mirror the whole part. I just want to mirror one feature. So I say mirror the feature, and it says pick what you want to mirror. So I want to mirror, pretty much I want to mirror this extrusion and this film right here. And then it says mirror plane. Now you'll remember the planes were that top plane when we first started. So I could say pick a mirror plane, and it was the front plane. On a mirror on the front plane. And then once I do that, there it is. It's on the other side now. So I mirrored it in the front plane. That's why it's so important to draw on the planes. And then I can edit this face, edit the face, and make this black too. It doesn't, for some reason, I didn't get the coloring gone through. And there you go, Pac-Man, totally mirrored up. I think it looks pretty good. I'm pretty satisfied with this. So there you go. Good luck. Sorry if I was a little long.